hacking and coughing a little bit because all this dust in the air and the pollen. I brought me a couple of cough drops.
Address you very unofficial, just to say thank you for being here. We are running live on YouTube. Had to open this part not on YouTube, and that's absolutely fine because I just would like to come out and say thank you for being here. Everything that's going on today, everything that's going on in the world today. Thank you so much for being here. situation. The one person that usually gets my seniors together is not here. They have a new addition to the family, and for those health reasons, I said, please do not come here, take a chance, I'll take anything back to the lady. I'm going to run down there, make sure they're all in line, we'll queue them up and let them walk in. They will be coming down, they will have a seat. Whenever we call their name out to give them the diploma, they'll go across and grab their diploma. At that time, please feel free to come down here in this area, take pictures, please. Yes, feel free to stand up, you can watch and go up, when your child's called. I will hold them tightly to make sure that they will stay still long enough for you to get a picture. I'll try. But you come up, you take a picture. And then when it's all over, they will exit, go right down that way. Yes? Thank you. Flash doesn't bother me. I've got that light right in my eye, and that light right there. Flash away. If we are running live stream, so if people at home get a big flash, that's okay. They'll be just fine as well. Thank you.
Playing. Oh my gosh, you got me into that again.
Push pause on it if you don't mind, and I'll cue them up here in just a second.
Good morning, and welcome to the Sumner County 5th Commencement Technical College High School graduation ceremony. If you will, please rise and join me with our national anthem. Thank you. You may be seated. Hello, good morning. My name is John Parker. I'm the principal of Sumner County Middle Technical College High School, located in Portland. As you know, our high school is a very unique high school that gives our students a good opportunity to earn not only their high school diploma, but also college certifications. We partner with TCAT, Tennessee College of Applied Technology. TCAT offers, ladies and gentlemen, throughout the state of Tennessee, a great opportunity to earn certifications in their field of choice. And the students that we have here today have been working very hard, some for 1 year, some for 2 years, some for most of their lives, toward the skills that they want to have to make them a better job to suit them for America. Ladies and gentlemen, the graduating class of 2020 has been through a few difficult times. We all know, we have heard more than once, documented very well on TV. But some of these gentlemen, most of the time I say ladies and gentlemen, but if you notice, for some reason this year, there's nothing but fine young men that have grown before my eyes. But this year, these gentlemen have been through their own hard times. Some personal, some with friends, some with family, some with just a vehicle trying to get to school every morning. It's amazing how often vehicles mess up on the morning to school, but never have any problems on Friday nights going to see their friends. But we tried to fix it, we tried to get them, and for the most part, we got to school, and the amount of learning that they did get while they were at school is going to be very beneficial to them. Although some of their hours might have been cut short with TCAT because of certain circumstances in the world that we're not allowed to be in the building as much, learning hands-on as much. The amount of knowledge that they've learned with their heart, with their mind, and with their community is going to fulfill the needs that they have now and help with their future. They will continue to grow. Many of them will come back after graduating today from high school. Many of them will continue to grow and come back to TCAT to finish up their trade. A couple of them were with me long enough as juniors and seniors in high school, and also were involved in a trade skill that allowed them to fulfill their requirements that TCAT, Tennessee College of Applied Technology of Nashville at Portland, has required them to fulfill their education. So with that, I would like to introduce Dr. Jeff Caldwell. Cockwell. Dr. Cockwell holds a degree from Liberty University, Gordon Conwell Seminary School, and the University of Wales. He has taught in several institutions and served as a school administrator. Dr. Cockwell begins his duties as a coordinator at Portland and also the Springfield campus for TCAT Nashville on June the 1st. He has come to TCAT from Welsh College, where he's previously served as an associate professor and also a graduate professor coordinator. He went to Welch in 2016 to start a college newly formed graduate program. He and his wife live in Westmoreland, and they have 2 sons, one of which is in Georgia and is a captain of the U.S. Air Force. The other son and his wife live in Virginia, where he is a college professor. Ladies and gentlemen, I introduce to you and also myself, because we are new together on this team, Dr. Cockwell.
Thank you, Ms. Parker. So good to be here today with each of you. This is a strange time in which we're in. I'm ready to get back to the old normal and away with the new normal. But I'm so glad to be here with you all today. I'm excited to be the new coordinator at Portland and Springfield for TCAT. It is my desire to help students succeed. Now, I grew up always wanted to be like my daddy. Because my daddy could fix anything. I mean, did anybody here grow up wanting to be like their daddy? I mean, I wanted. In fact, I had a book. I remember this little book. It was entitled "My Daddy Can Fix Anything." Because anytime anything broke, I mean, he could fix it. It didn't matter whatever it was, and I was always amazed at his abilities to fix anything. And that is what I admire about TCAT. That at TCAT, we train people to work with their hands and to repair things and to build things. And so I love helping students succeed in what they feel led to do. TCAT Nashville is a premier provider for workforce development. In fact, job placement rates for technical college far outpace those of traditional four-year colleges, and we are committed to offering a quality educational experience in a compassionate, respectful environment. I've enjoyed getting to know all of our instructors, and I can tell you that they really love their students, and they love passing on their knowledge and their experience. Our programs are designed to instill character, dignity, and competency. I've been very impressed with our students and the respect that they have for one another and the respect that they have for people. We prepare students for careers in specific skilled trades, applied sciences, and technologies. And so you get that hands-on training with classes that are relevant to your chosen career path. So we're singularly focused on preparing students for careers in the real world. At TCAT, students are treated as individuals, and so I am glad to discuss any interest that you may have and to show you the opportunities that we have available. I'm privileged to be able to work at a college who wants students to succeed. At TCAT Nashville, we have a great president who understands the value of people who built this country and keep things going. Mark Lentz holds a degree from Southern Illinois University, and he also has dual MA degrees from Webster University. He's a veteran of the U.S. Navy. He and his wife have 4 children, and he has done an excellent job with TCAT Nashville. Since its time at TCAT Nashville, student enrollment has doubled. And so I'm privileged to be here, and I'm glad to be with you all here today. Mr. Parker.
Like I said a moment ago, TCAT gives them a great opportunity, and we are very lucky to have 2 students that are going to receive their TCAT diplomas today, a few moments before they receive their high school diplomas. I think that is a great story to be able to pass on to the kids. When I was little, you had people say, well, by the time I was your age, I could ride a bike. That's pretty good. Well, by the time I was your age, I could tie my shoe. Well, okay. But there are a few individuals that are going to be able to say, by the time I was your age, I already graduated college. And their kids look at them and go, Dad, I'm only in high school. Well, that's right, son. I graduated college before I graduated high school. Now, that's probably going to be one of the many fishtails that you tell your kids. They're not going to believe it. There's no way they're going to believe it. You're lucky enough that in today's technology it will be documented time and again. But with no further ado, I'd like to take this moment to allow Mr. Terry Goss to read the 2 names and the presentation of the 2 diplomas for TCAT.
Kaylin Julian James Bass, receiving a diploma in welding technology. Cody Ryan Vincent Holman, receiving a diploma in advanced manufacturing technology.
Thank you very much for doing that. I know that is a very short and sweet moment, but it does mean a lot. Probably one of the shortest ceremonies you'll ever attend to college graduates receiving their diploma. Very proud of those 2. I'm very proud of all my students. Some of the students did not get a chance to continue when the virus hit and we had to shut down. Some of the students lack just a few more hours. I have one student that is going to go back and probably finish up within, I would say, within the month, the amount of projects that he has and the amount of hours. One student changed majors, was making great strides, changed majors, and is now making great strides in his second major at TCAT. Just changed professions, changed ideas, and changed thoughts of his future, and is still running with it. So there are some programs that take a few more hours, take a few more credit hours in order to receive certifications and diplomas, but I can honestly say, while I'm sitting here looking at them, every single one of those young gentlemen over there, they are working very hard for their future, and I'm very proud of them. Will you please give a round of applause for the 2 that did get their diploma and all the others that are still working for their diploma. Typically, this time of a graduation ceremony, you will have what is called a keynote speaker. You will have someone that is well diverse in the field of choice, maybe even possibly with the community. someone that has been a leader or is continuing to be a very great role model for the individuals that are graduating. During this time, once again, that has been challenging, I have decided to sort of forego the process of having an individual come up on stage. It's very difficult sometimes to have people commit. But what I did find was a very specific, it wasn't just by luck. I searched out and found a very specific individual whose heart is very much what these students are doing, what these gentlemen are doing, what Mr. Andrew does every day. The gentleman that I'm about to introduce via video is a gentleman named Mr. Mike Rowe. He has been in, he's not here personally live, but he has been part of what would be considered working man's jobs for a very long time. He is publicly well known for many programs. One of the most popular would be Dirty Jobs. But he, not only that, a little bit closer to what we do, he is the spokesperson for Skills USA. And some of our instructors, some of our leaders have met him personally and been to hear him speak. At this moment, I would like for you to watch a short video from Mr. Mike Rowe. Gentlemen, with your caps and gowns, this is for you.
Hi America, Mike Rowe here with an unsolicited commencement speech delivered at the height of the plague. I can't help but notice that every celebrity in Hollywood has offered their heartfelt congratulations to the class of 2020, with a particular emphasis on graduates from some of America's finest universities. Now, I think that's swell, and I'd like to extend to them my heartfelt congratulations as well. However, I couldn't find a single celebrity who spoke specifically to the graduates of trade schools, or for that matter, to high school graduates who decided to forego a university experience in favor of learning a skill. So, as a guy who runs a foundation whose primary purpose is to promote the skilled trades, I thought maybe I'd offer a brief word of encouragement to them. Here it is. Ready? Thanks. Thanks for resisting the temptation to borrow vast sums of money in exchange for a diploma that guarantees you nothing but an obligation to pay off an enormous debt. Thanks for choosing a vocation that will benefit our country while affording you a genuine opportunity to prosper. Most of all, thanks for ignoring the many myths and misperceptions that keep millions of people from exploring a viable career in the trades. In particular, this stubborn belief that a 4-year degree is the best path for the most people, and that trade schools are for students who, don't have what it takes to cut it at a university. Instead of a speech, I'm going to introduce you to 3 people who mastered a useful skill. Each of these individuals received a work ethic scholarship from my foundation and got the training they needed to put their skills to use in the real world. First up, Michael Gamez. Michael's dream was to follow in his grandfather's footsteps and become the best mechanic he could possibly be. He graduated from UTI a couple years ago, and today he's recently married, making more money than most of his buddies with 4-year degrees, and living his dream.
My goal, and it's been my goal ever since kindergarten, I still have my poster on my wall that states my ending goal. And it's the same, and it stays the same, and it will always be the same, and it is to have my own shop.
Michael Gamez didn't settle for trade school, nor is he a grease monkey stuck in some dead-end job. He's an automotive technician in the 21st century. His opportunities to advance today are unlimited, and he can apply his skill anywhere in the country. And he started, just like you, by learning a skill that's in demand. Now say hello to Chloe Hudson. Chloe's dream was to become a plastic surgeon. Then she looked at the cost of medical school, the cost of medical insurance, and the reality of starting her career hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt. At which point Chloe reconsidered her dream and learned how to weld. Now, She's making 6 figures a year, doing what a lot of people still say is a man's job. You tell me, does Chloe look like a man?
If I want to make a man's money, I'm gonna do a man's job, and I don't care. I just don't care what it takes. And I'm gonna do it with lashes. I'm gonna do it with lipstick, because if I'm better than everybody else, you can't deny me. And that's what I strove towards. Just be the best at it. Don't be the best female welder. Be the best welder, and you cannot be denied.
Chloe Hudson looked beyond the stereotypes and stigmas that keep so many women from pursuing opportunities in the trades. Now she's killing it. So too is this guy, Josh Loy. Josh graduated with 2 liberal arts degrees and a mountain of debt. At 32, he finally realized he was never going to make enough money to pay off his student loans. So Josh hit the reset button hard and learned a skill that's in demand.
I have been working all through this whole ordeal. From what I've heard, we are backlogged. We have more work than we know what to do with. I have no student loan debt. Next month, I will have no personal debt. And remember that the student loans that you take out today could very easily become the house, the car, the vacation, the retirement, or the family that you are not able to have tomorrow.
I could introduce you to 1,000 other people like Josh, Chloe, and Michael. Literally, 1,000. And maybe I should. Because these are regular people who all applied for and received a work ethic scholarship from the MicroWorks Foundation. And they prove, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that hard work and the mastery of a skill that's in demand can lead to a prosperous life. If I had the time, I'd share all their stories with you, because their success is way more persuasive than anything I could ever hope to tell you. And your success is all but guaranteed if you follow their example. So, that's my advice. Follow their example. Practice your craft every day. Become indispensable to your employer. Show up early. Stay late. Distinguish yourself on the job at every opportunity, and be proud of the path that you've chosen. It's a good path, and it'll take you far. But do me a favor. As you advance in the skilled trades, don't completely dismiss the liberal arts just because the cost of a degree has become scandalous. Fact is, universities are no longer the sole repositories of worthwhile information. If you have a smartphone and a connection to the internet, then you have access to every single thing currently for sale in the classrooms and lecture halls of America's finest universities for free. Take advantage of that. Be curious about everything and use the tools at your disposal to satisfy that curiosity. As you can tell from the music, I'm about to wrap things up, so here then are my final thoughts on the path that you have chosen. All work is noble, and all workers are essential, but some jobs are more secure than others. And when things get back to normal, this country is going to enter a new age of work, a new age of making things and fixing things and building things, an age where skilled workers like you are going to be in demand like never before. If you're a skilled tradesperson with an entrepreneurial spirit, a willingness to get dirty, a disposition to travel, and a burning curiosity to learn all that you can, I'm telling you, your opportunity to prosper has never been better. I encourage you to be that tradesperson. Anyway, thanks again for learning a skill that's in demand, and congratulations for starting a career of meaningful work. Good luck in all you do.
I've never met him, he doesn't know me personally, for making his life in such a way that we can use him as a great person of leadership for jobs that you want to have. Thank you, students, for putting in the work. Some more than others, others more than some. Some of the students put in work every single day, and some of them a little bit more toward the end of the week, but you got the job done. You did well. I'm very proud of you. Thank you to the instructors, the leaders of the school that still help out every day. Thank you very much for being there as a leader for our students, as a role model for our students, to show them that you can show up every day. You can work every day. Thank you, well, to you, our parents, mothers, fathers, grandparents, grandmothers, grandfathers, aunts, uncles, legal guardians, friends, neighbors, that one guy in church that always shows up to everything I do. Thank you for being the rock for these students. Thank you for helping them become what is going to be our next generation and a great part of our community. Some of the students will stay here in Portland. Some of them are not even from Portland, but drove every day throughout Sumner County just to make it here. Many will stay in Sumner County, and I am very thankful for that. I am very thankful that you're going to help make our community stronger. I'm very thankful that you guys get to watch them grow. In just a moment, we will pass out diplomas, but do not let that be the end of your education. Let that be the beginning. When I was in school, someone said you need to be a lifetime learner. And I thought, ooh, that's exhausting. No, it's rewarding. I tell you every day, a little bit better today than we were tomorrow. You don't have to be perfect. A little bit better today than we were yesterday. Yes, lifetime learner. Just try a little bit harder tomorrow, and you'll be a much better person in the end. By the authority vested in me by the State Board of Education and the Sumner County Board of Education, I have searched or caused to be searched the records of each of these seniors whose names shall be publicly announced. And I certify that each of these students have met at least the minimum state requirement for graduation from high school. I will now pass the mic over to Mr. Terry Doss, and we will present graduation diplomas.
Kaylin Julian James Bass. Jonathan Gray. Gabriel Michael Reese. Quentin Cedric Morgan. Cody Christopher
Thank you very much for being here, supporting your family, your friends, my students. Now, although you're graduating, you're no longer my student. I tell them every day, once you're my student, you're always my student, even whenever I see them. A lot of them I see out in public and they look much older than I look. I feel twice as old feeling that I look, but some of them already look like they may be my big brother, but you will always be my student, even after you graduate, because I need you to understand lifelong learners pass it on to the next generation. I'm very proud of you. I'm very proud of all the work that you have done. I'm very excited to see all the work you're going to do in our community. Class of 2020, if you will, stand, please. If you will now please celebrate as the class of 2020 from Sumner County Middle Technical College High School takes their tassel and moves it from one side to the other side, symbolizing graduation and the movement past high school into the future. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the class of 2020 from Sumner County Middle Technical College High School. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, thank you very much for being with your family, your friends, your students. Thank you for respecting others with distancing. I know that was not easy. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Students will be welcome back in. We'll set the, he's already set the straight. And you're more than welcome to hang out if you don't mind. Take time, let each group get in the photos that they want. You're more than welcome to have family members come up here on stage if that's what you would like, and just take photos. Be mindful and respectful of each other. Thank you so very much. Please take the programs with you and have a great rest of the summer. Thank you very much.